That's not a lie?
Here's why it's not a lie.
That's not a lie?
Here's why it's not a lie.
Did you know about this?
Let me answer.
Did you know about this? No, I don't.
No, we don't need that.
Recognize that guy? Joe Tacopina. It's the most recent of Trump's 283 attorneys, past and present, that's tasked with defending him on TV. But he wasn't always being paid to make a fool of himself.
Once the microscope is on you, everything is fair game. And it's hard to argue, oh, you can't look at this or you can't look at that. So, yes, if there's an issue with that payment to Stormy Daniels being that it was made on behalf of the candidate, okay, and it was not declared, that's fair game, unfortunately, if that's the case. And, quite frankly, Michael Cohen, again, has made statements that would give rise to suspicion for any prosecutor to say, that doesn't make sense that a lawyer took out a home equity loan with his own money, paid somebody that he didn't even know on behalf of a client who, by the way, had the wherewithal and the money to afford $130,000. And, by the way, didn't tell the client about the settlement agreement. It's an illegal agreement. It's a fraud, passed the straight face test. And quite frankly, if that is what happened, we have a potential campaign finance issue.
It's an illegal agreement. It's a fraud. It's potentially a campaign finance issue. Somebody should tell that to the 2023 version of Joe Tacopina.
If all of what you say is true.
It is.
Then why was Trump hiding it and lying about it at the time? And I'll play that for your response. He lied about it. We all know that. Take a look. Take a look.
Let's see.
Mr. President, did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels? Then why did Michael Cohen make it if there was no truth or allegation?
Well, you have to ask Michael Cohen. Michael's my attorney, and you'll have to ask Michael.
Ari, that's what you're going to consider a lie. A lie to me is something material under oath in a proceeding.
Well, I didn't say perjury. I said a lie.
Yeah, but that's not a lie. That's
not a lie?
Here's why it's not a lie.
That's not a lie?
Here's why it's not a lie.
Did you know about this?
Let me answer.
Did you know about this? No, I don't.
No, we don't need that.
How else can Joe argue this case against himself?
Here's why it's not a lie.
Yeah.
Because it was a confidential settlement. So obviously he knew about it, but what he decided to do was not violate the confidentiality clause and provision of that agreement, which was the right thing to do. So, yeah, he could have said no comment, or he could have said, I don't know anything about it, which is what he did. But that's the right. I would advise my client to do the same thing.
It's getting really hard to tell which side of the issue this guy is on, considering he consulted with Stormy Daniels on this very same issue. Again, back in 2018 on TV.
So before being represented by Avenatti, Stormy approached you about representation. Did you get any impression that she may have signed the NDA under duress? And was she afraid of her physical safety?
Of course, and I can't really talk about my impressions or any conversations we had because there is an attorney-client privilege that attached even to a consultation. After
this many flip-flops and changes in representation, the only thing Joe Tacopina's got going left for him is hope.
I still hold out hope. I really do, Junior. I hold out hope that some sort of sanity is going to prevail inside of that office. I understand there's a lot of disgruntled employees in the Manhattan DA's office right now. I'm holding out hope that justice will prevail. And if that happens, then there will be no charge because it's a case that will die on the vine. This will be a lasting stain on the legacy of that DA's office. So they won't win this case. I promise you that. And you could play this tape back in a year from now.
He should be very careful about playing anything back a year from now.
Yeah, is Stormy Daniels a lawyer?
Don't think she's a lawyer. I don't think a lawyer was a lawyer either, but Stormy Daniels is not a lawyer.
It's pretty obvious that these types of attorneys don't really care about the truth when it comes to their legal analysis. Just depends on who's paying them. Considering Trump's track record of not paying his lawyers, city officials, cabinet makers, dishwashers, a glass company, a carpet company, a plumber, painters, 48 waiters, dozens of bartenders, real estate brokers, and countless more, Trump just might be looking for his 284th attorney.